Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back in my channel Afrika Saputra. In this video, I want to tell you how to configure a Samba server using Ubuntu server in Fitnet Lab. And here I have made the design topology and I have configured the DHCP server to give out the IP address from server A or Ubuntu server, go to desktop, Ubuntu desktop or VPC 1 and 2. And because we have to configure the HTTP server, we can go to start of desktop or device. And before that, I want to tell you what is the Samba server because we must know before we want to try configure Samba server, we must know what is the Samba server. Samba server is software that use the SMB protocol. Samba is an application that server to share resource such as data, printer, between computer not connect on a network. Samba is better known to be used for exchanging data between devices using the Windows operating system. But Samba server can also be used on Unix and Linux based operating system. And after we know what is the Samba server, we can go to configure. How to configure Samba server in PNetLab with Ubuntu server? And check this out. For the first step, we must do remote server A. And after that, we can choose apt install Samba. For install package of Samba server in this, enter. And if you get the question, do you want to continue, and click yes. Wait for the loading of installing Samba application. Well, and if finish for installing Samba server, and for the next step, we can go to clear first, and we change to directory Samba. For the command is cd/etc Samba, like this, and we must to copy. Before we want to configure for the file, we must to copy file for backup that file. And we want to back up for smback.config file. For the command is cp. Before that, we can see first, and we go to copy that file with the command is cp smb.config backup. After we can backup that, we for the next step is we want to edit the file. For add a new script in log, and for the command is nano smb.config. We go to if we have to in the last line, we must to add then a new script, and for the script is like this, and /samba valid user for the valid user is will be used for the next step, and valid user nope. Donnie, no, I want for the name is Kings, King of Kings, King 1. Yes, I like this name. For writable, we must yes, and for browsable, we choose yes again, and for the last yes. Okay, yes. Oh no, because this is private server. If I like this, we can to save configurasi, and we must to add user for valid user and have to access Samba server. For the command is user add, /home Samba King 1. King 1. And for the password, no, as we can encrypt the password with the comment is SMB PASSWD. And for user is King Satu. One. I choose one for my password user. And after we got that, we can put paste palm. No. Paste palm. Enter. If like this, we can to clear and go to the next step. That is, we go to CD Home Samba. CD Home Samba, because we want to keep for the file we want to transfer. And for the next step is, before that we can to see first nothing file in this directory Samba, and we can to touch with the comment is touch. That's we want to for the name of this file. I want for this file name is Samba. No, I want to docker.txt, and if we can create the file in this, after that like this, because we have to keep the file, we must check again with the comment is ls space zip al, and we can see in this line for the group is read and write, for root is read and write, and for the user is read, and for other is read only. After we know the file is already exists in this directory Samba, we can go to for the next step, and the next step is restart the Samba server. And for the comment, but before that we must to clear the terminal or Ubuntu server. For the comment is /etc/init.d and Samba no what it /etc/init.d /smbd restart. Okay, and okay. After how we know the Samba server is active, and we can with the comment is /etc/init.d smbd status. What is status? Is running. For the protocol of Samba server, that is Samba SMBD, like have to running. After we have to configure for Samba server, we must to configure like as a Samba client. For the client can access our Samba server, and for that, before that, we clear the first, and we must to install the package of Samba client. For the command apt install smb client. Yes, if you get like that again and again, just yes only. Clear? And if we have ready to install the package of Samba client, we must to check how to access our Samba server. With the command is smb client mean you for our user who king 1 because our valid user in our Samba server is king 1, and in this page we must to enter or type for a IP address in Ethernet 1. And in this working one password or user password for access our Samba server. And after we have to enter the Samba server or access Samba server, we can to see what is in this. And we got this. After that, we can to go to Ubuntu desktop. Go to remote Ubuntu desktop. We must do restart. Start first. We must check for the HTTP server like this. We must do and PHP hari ini, and we go to start with the PHP server. We can wait and we go to click OK for because we want to fix how to access Samba server in our client that is Ubuntu desktop. We can go to menu and click all, and next is click Kaja for access our Samba server. In admin, you can click this and click SMB, and our pinet or Ubuntu server internet or IP address that's in Ethernet 1. If you can like this, we choose register user, and for username I use king1, and for the password I use 1 only because I keep the password is 1 only. If you see the appearance like this, the mean is you can have install and configure for Samba server in Peanut Lab with Ubuntu server. Yeah, you got this. Okay, thank you for your time, and sorry if I have a lot of mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.